walk into the room and feel every pair of eyes searching for rank. Who's the leader? Who's the follower? Who can be ignored? The game starts fast. Subtle flexes, louder laughs, shoulders squared for invisible combat. Everyone wants to prove something. Everyone except the man standing still, hands calm, gaze steady. He's not looking for a ladder to climb. He brought his own ground. People say they admire confidence, but watch how their voices tighten around someone who doesn't need their applause. They joke harder, brag louder, test him with small jabs. They need a flinch to feel safe. They rarely get one. Why does he unsettle them? Because he's proof the rules are optional. And nothing terrifies a rule maker more than a man who walks away from the board. You know the proving circuit. The heartbeat that quickens when likes spike. The secret pleasure of name-dropping titles. Reps. Revenue. The itch to slide numbers into casual chat. Salary, bench press, subscriber count. Tiny dopamine fireworks that fizzle within minutes, leaving a smoky craving for the next show. It starts early. You scored a goal. Parents beamed, coaches praised, classmates cheered. The formula etched itself in your spine. Performance equals love. By college, the stakes grew: grades, physique, social proof. The persona tightened. You became a walking resume, auditioning in every hallway. Carl Jung would tell you the shadow began to swell behind that resume. Every part of you that didn't serve the applause, doubt, tenderness, unprofitable curiosity, was exiled. You called it weakness. The world called it efficient. Together, you buried half a soul. Systems thrive on that burial. Marketing whispers you're one purchase away from worth. Corporations dangle titles calibrated to your hunger. Toxic partners sense the emptiness and offer conditional affection. A man addicted to proving will mortgage his peace for any currency that buys applause. I learned this the slow way. Fresh out of college, I landed a job with a title too big for my experience. I worked 12-hour days, arrived first, left last, copied the boss on every important email. One night, the janitor switched off the office lights at 2 a.m. and asked, half serious, if I lived there. I laughed like it was a badge of honor. Next morning, the boss handed me a bigger project and said, "You're hungry. I like that." I felt proud, seen, indispensable. Weeks later, a reorg cut my entire division. The title vanished, the inbox went silent, and every late night felt ridiculous in retrospect. I realized hunger had made me cheap. The man with nothing to prove runs on a different fuel. His value is an internal measure. External rewards are just data. Praise doesn't inflate him. Insults don't puncture him. He asks honest questions. He listens. He acts. Then he leaves the outcome alone. Body language gives him away. Shoulders relaxed but not slouched. Breathing low in the belly. When he speaks, sentences end without upward hooks begging agreement. When he's silent, he's not rehearsing a comeback. He's observing. You feel the difference. He's present, not performing. How do you reach that state? Not by rejecting every compliment or living in monk-like poverty. The shift begins with a single vow. No more unnecessary proof. Start in private. Next workout, leave the phone in the locker. Lift for the weight, not the repost. Notice the rep feels different when no one is watching. That sensation is unmediated living. At work, skip the humble brag grooming of casual conversation. If an achievement matters, state it once in the right meeting, then shut up. Let the numbers echo without your breath pushing them forward. On social media, post nothing for 30 days except one honest observation per week. No filters, no strategic hashtags. Watch the algorithm cool. Feel the detox. In the quiet, you'll hear the soft panic of the persona starving. Breathe through it. Starvation is how parasites die. You'll get pushback. Friends accustomed to one-up contests will label the new silence arrogance. Colleagues might poke, "Everything okay?" You've been quiet. Some will crank the volume on their own proving, hoping you'll rejoin the dance. Let them spin. Their orbit can't hold a man who isn't looking for gravity. The fear they feel isn't about you. It's about the mirror you carry. Your indifference to their scoreboard forces them to consider why they keep tally. That confrontation is uncomfortable, so they'll call you mysterious, aloof, intimidating, anything to avoid naming their own emptiness. Stay the course. In the space where you once rehearsed proofs, you'll find unused energy. Redirect it. Read the dense book you kept postponing. Master a skill no one applauds because no one sees the practice hours. Walk without earbuds. Sit with boredom until ideas return. Notice how respect begins to change flavor. Fewer compliments, more deference. Strangers hold eye contact an extra beat. Invitations shift from, "Can you help me look good?" to, "Can we build something real?" You'll see opportunists fade, collaborators arrive. One evening you'll stand at a gathering, hear the usual brag volley, and feel nothing. No urge to join, no impulse to judge. Just presence. Someone will ask what you've been up to. You'll answer in a sentence, then pivot the focus to them. They'll sense a different gravity and either lean in or step back. Either outcome is fine. This doesn't make you flawless. Ego isn't eradicated, it's restrained. Goals still matter, but they're chosen, not prescribed by insecurity. Success becomes craftsmanship, not exhibition. Carl Jung wrote, "Your perception will become clear when you can look into your own heart. He who looks outside dreams. He who looks inside awakes." The man with nothing to prove lives awake. He does not chase validation. He grants it to himself once each day by acting in line with what he knows, not what he hopes others will applaud. Be that man, even in fragments. Skip one unnecessary boast. Decline one invitation to compete. Watch how the room adjusts, how your spine relaxes, how your mind opens. The world will feel your absence in the contest and call it menace because a calm man removes the chorus that sings to collective insecurity. They fear him, and somewhere beneath that fear is the longing to join him,